Alright, welcome back to the Singapore Spring Pro League. This is the first ever game you're gonna watch for the Spring Championship. And I'm Babel. Joining me today is Zen Pakuto as well as Minter Worldwide. They are our producers for the show. Huge shout out to them. And of course doing a great job today. So we just saw a first match just now between Relics as well as Sage. That ended 1-1. There is no third game, so what this means is that both teams will get 1 point each. And now we're also going to bring you two more games, best of two as well, in match number 2 of this round robin format. How this all works is actually very simple. When you win 2 matches in a match, you win that series and you get 3 points. If it's a tie, both teams will go back with 1 point each, and if you lose, you don't get any single point. Every single Friday, the stream will be up. It is going to be up at Singapore time, 8 p.m. And it will last for 2 matches long. That is a maximum of 4 games. I hope you guys can join us week after week for more Spring Pro League action. So here we go. The draft is ready, and I hear we are actually going into Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is going to be a very exciting battleground. Actually, the draft is not updated. This is not Tomb of the Spider Queen. So Zenden's going to get good. He's going to refresh this. There we go. Fixed like a man. Resurgence on the left, Power of Belief on the right. Tomb of the Spider Queen getting picked up by Resurgence. Do note that, in case you're wondering who picked this one, Resurgence, they had the better seed coming into this tournament. Therefore, they will have the decision for the first game. Power of Belief gets the decision for the second game. But what this means is that Resurgence, they decided to go with map pick. Power of Belief will be given the first pick for this game. First pick and ban is the ETC against Tarunda. Kilthus getting picked up again. It seems like SG is just saying, Singapore is just saying that Kilthus is a definite 100% first pick. Also see Resurgence with Murden Jaina. No Feldstat shenanigans here. Not yet, at least. And on this side, for Power of Belief, we get also 2 more picks. I'm hearing due to a very interesting last-minute twist of fate, or rather, plot twist, La La Land got kicked out of his old team Resurgence and is now playing on Power of Belief. Wow. That's interesting. He is the founder of Resurgence, but he got kicked out. So a lot of interesting things going on in the SG scene. Probably kick is a bit of a harsh word. Maybe he just couldn't commit and it just dropped out somewhere. But then again, he could make it for Power of Belief. So we'll see. Raynor come to play here for POB. Raynor, Kilthus, both are really interesting damage dealers. I think it's a very consistent pair. We've seen this to great effect in the first game between Sage and Relics. For Power of Belief here, I think they should go for 1 warrior. There is no ETC. It got banned out already. Maybe picking up Tyria here is going to be good. But nope, they go for Joanna instead, which is good. Tomb of the Spider Queen, Joanna is really good. Provides a lot of value with the triple condemn build. We're talking about Eternal Retaliation, Night Take Spawn, and Conviction. I got that order jumbled up, but I don't think it matters anyway. So get all 3 Ws picked up, level 1 to level 7. And you're going to have reduced cooldown. You're going to have minions getting stunned. You're going to have increased movement speed. And that's really important in fights. Just case in point, Navi at BlizzCon actually pulled off 3 condemn in under 20 seconds. That was really good to see. Okay, so we also get a Malfurion ban. Power of Belief here with a second ban. I'm thinking that they got to ban out a damage dealer. Probably going to be... Okay, no. I thought it's going to be a Feldstat ban. But it's Tomb of the Spider Queen. Maybe it's a very small battleground. Maybe they think they can deal with it. Therefore, they ban the Uther, which is good. I would not have banned the Uther because you are essentially just punishing yourself with the amount of heal options that you've got left. Morales, Karazim, Rhaegar, all 3 is good. But I would say Rhaegar is really tricky to play. In a small battleground like this, early game is going to be very key. Rhaegar only excels at level 13. Out of the 3, Karazim has the most potential, which is why they are going to get Karazim. So Karazim Zagar gets picked up by Resurgence. And now they're going to wonder, why did we ban the Uther? They would have been perfectly fine if they gave up Uther and went for Karazim instead, or they would have gotten Uther for themselves, which would be also very decent. Here, POB has got 2 more options, and just a point for you guys, in case you're watching from NAEU, Shoutouts to you guys for staying up, for tuning in. Thank you for catching up with the SEA scene and checking with good old Babel me in my very, very, you could say, outlandish region. But this region does not play Brightwing. So it's just not something that I would expect to see. Morales getting picked up. Yeah, it is the other viable pick, but it's a simple solo healer. And they're got to work against a Jaina, they're going to work against a guard. It's a lot of AoE on the side of Resurgence already. So I don't see how this is really going to work out for POB yet. We got one more pick incoming for them. It's going to be Tyrael. Yes, a lot better. Tyrael does provide sanctification, but wait, where is the damage? Raynor, Kel'Thas, they're going to do a lot of heavy lifting in this game. And they don't really have a lot of crowd control. Blizzard Shield's the only one, I could say. Gravity Lapse, yes, but that's basic ability. It's not going to really be very effective. On the side here for Resurgence, they go for Zeratul. Wow! So they get both crowd control. They get the Devouring Maw as well as the Void Prison, of which both will be able to lock the enemy out of position. And we got Jaina, we got Zagara. They do a lot of damage. Karazim probably gonna go for the Divine Palm. I don't think he's gonna go for 7-sided strike. Would have loved it if he could just go in and do damage with 7-sided strike. But at this stage, I think it's a lot better to play safe. So a bit of history on both teams. Resurgence, this is, well, the logo is a phoenix. So what that means is that this is a team that they're made up of very accomplished players along the history, the short history of Heroes of the Storm in Singapore. Some of the players have dominated in teams, and they have just got like a bit of a time period which they are the best team in Singapore. Unfortunately, that period ended and they broke apart, they disbanded. This is what's left. So from the ashes of good teams, we have Resurgence. Vendetta used to be from Ingenium, that was, I think, dominating back in March. Capricorn was from No Breaks. And My Revenge, the team that went to MSI. Okay, let's not talk about that one, but they were the best in SEA. They also took part the Australian teams in the SEA qualifier, which is somehow mixed with the ANZ one as well. And you also get Zappy from that same team as well, in this team right now. And a trophy is the only one that is not accomplished in this team. Yeah, that's about it. The last guy, I think they're playing very, very actively with this roster. So it is, okay, it's CW for now, who used to be part of My Revenge, or known as Team Vestigio for a little bit. And definitely great players who dominated the scene a little bit beforehand. So for Power of Belief is a team that met each other in the lobby, the chat lobby. They formed themselves about 1 week before the qualifier for 2015's Road to BlizzCon. They qualified somehow. They played in the SG Finals. They got very good placing. I think by very good, I mean for a quick match team, we're talking about like 5th place, which is really, really awesome. And you never expect that. And then they reformed a little bit. They picked up Zez, and now they got La La Land. And this team is effectively the underdog in the Nexus Championship back in December. They upset the entire tournament, finishing in 3rd place, qualifying for the Pro League, and they are looking really good. So let's see how this is going to work out. La La Land just joined the team, so maybe a bit of a thieving phase again for them. Here we go. Game number 1 between Resurgence and POB. RSG will be on the blue team. And with them is Tanuki, playing as the Karazim. We also got a trophy onto the Zagara. Capricorn will be playing Jaina. CW will be the Muradin. Zappy onto the Zeratul. And on the side of the red team, we got POB, the Power of Believe. Some would say we got La La Land playing as the Tyrael. Jumming will be playing as the Johanna. Zazan onto that Kel'Thas. Anthony Scene as the healer. The Lieutenant Morales, and on the side of the bottom lane, we got Mr. Deja Vu playing as the Raynor. Very, very insane rotation coming out from RSG. Also going for an instant bottom lane push, picking apart one tower already. Probably gonna go for the second one. Pull back just nicely. POB with a bit of a flank, but will not get anything done. Seems like they already lost some value before the game even started. plus seconds and counting. We're talking about some talents right now. We got Reconstitution into Transcendence, into Block, as well as 100th Pursuit plus Reverberation. On the side for the red team POB, it is Seasoned Marksman as well as Mana Addict. And we also get that Night Takes Pawn, which is the default pick for Johanna these days. And for Morales, it is going to be Trauma Trigger, the green version of the Safeguard. And we also get Tyrael going for Purge Evil. Zazan not going to be able to land a Gurley Labs, taking a lot of the beating there, but Anthony C does have left extra mana. And this is the good thing about having Morales in your team. It's very easy to heal up solo targets. Rotation looks to be pretty decent right now. CW flank doesn't want to throw out the stun, it's not necessary. Jumping goes in, and loses Condemn. A little bit of an effect right there, but generally they just want to hoist up Tanuki in the air and will not get any damage done. But on the flip side, we got a back line getting damage up by the Zeratul. Zappy does go down. CW also in a lot of trouble. Will take the fall. Muradin is gone. Kilthus is gone. Capricorn is gone. And we also got 3 versus 3 right now. That is 2 apiece, 2 sides going down with 2 kills. Great plays there. And looks like we have no replay for that. And on this side, almost level 4. But as you can see, that kind of trade is still pretty okay in the early phase. It's still even right now. But what I really like to see coming to this game is POB's rotation. It has to be on point. You have to constantly rotate between the lanes because that's where your advantage lies with the Johanna. On the side for Resurgence, it's not going to be so easy for them, but they don't really have the ability to clear lanes quickly. They will probably want to go for pickoffs with the Muradin as well as Zeratul combo. With Jaina on the side with Blizzard. Seems like POB is getting forced into a position where they are not given the space to rotate. Because Snowstorm for Jaina. Also gonna see Thunderburn for the Muradin. Ah, interesting pick here for the Zeratul. Master Warp Blade. This is like the replacement for Focus Attack. Hold that thought, Zazan a little bit out of position right now. Heal's not gonna be enough. Kilthus takes the fall. And RG surges ahead. Great catch right there. Of course, it is just the lack of vision in this area that kind of did not pay off. Tyrael again dropping top lane. And meanwhile, 17. Oh, we got Zeratul in a very, very close position right now. Germing, if he just landed the Condemn, it's so devastating. He does have 26 gems, so it's going to be okay. If he gets right back, we'll be fine. And back to talent options, we have a protective shield for the Karazim, as well as Envenom's Spines here coming up for that Zagara. On the side here for POB, it's Focus Attack, Nether win into not gonna see Eternal Retaliation. That is a huge mistake, sir. You really want to go for triple Condemn, but going for Amplify Healing, I understand why. It's only because this is gonna be really hard to keep jumping up and alive, and you really want to preserve the mana up on enemy scene, so that makes sense as well. Advanced block for Morales, and on the side for Tyrael, it is gonna be Amplified Healing as well. Well, the funny joke here is that there's only one Morales, so she can only heal one person. She can only date one person. It's either going to be Tyrael or Johanna. Both of them with Amplified Healing, buying roses, is not going to pay out, man. Level 7 already for RSG. They go for my favorite. Yep, Icelands. Here we go. And seems like we also need to follow through. Meanwhile, Zappy takes a bit of a beating. 20 gems at stake right here, Zappy. You're going to be fine. For now, he will be okay. Jumping and La La Land, they did give the chase, but they don't have the damage. In terms of gems, you're looking at 28 against 11. So POB still doing a very good job at that state. Zazan taking again a lot of beating. The only one that really needs Amplify Healing is the Kilthus. He does not have the talent though. Like, it's not in the game. So yeah, you get that. Meanwhile, Raynor dropping a lot of gems. It looks like it is a total of 15 gems. Not too much. Still okay. Lala Nenson's by saves up some, I think 15 gems. He got it back up. Really nicely done. Still turning it against 11. Not much of a nice turn in yet. We see a very interesting talent getting picked up here by CW, the Muradin player. Instead of going for Piercing Bolt, he actually opted for Battle Momentum. Now what this means is it's going to reduce the cooldown by 0.5 seconds. It only affects the basic attacks. But I think it's going to be enough. This is going to be more stuns. It does not stun 2 targets, but it only stun his stuns a lot faster. And you have also the Echo of Heaven up. Meanwhile, a bit of a damage against Zappy. Zappy will go down. Nice pick up there by Mr. Deja Vu as well as Zaz, and CW goes in. You already used the Dog Toss. There we go. La La Land going in to give the chase. Tanuki with a bit of a heal. He's gonna be okay, but Tanuki with the Radiant Dash gonna be fine as well. Nice Gravity Lab connecting. Flip Strike not so much. They're gonna also pull back. And meanwhile, jumping bottom lane, gonna be very careful. Anthony Sin is here to save the day. Mid lane, this defense is gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be okay. They're probably not gonna lose the. Okay, I'm wrong. They're gonna lose the tower, but they're probably not gonna lose the killing well. Please, yeah, there we go. Blue team still giving chase. Mr. Deja Vu taking way too much of a beating here. Zappy probably wants to go and pick up Mr. Deja Vu, going for the cleave, but does not get anything more than that done. Top lane, Web Weaver down to 50%. Front structures are gone already. Bottom lane, Web Weaver still up and at very good health levels. Anthony Scene dropping. Safeguard already up, but it's not going to be now. But then down goes Morales. There goes the 7-sided strike. It is going to be able to pick up the Jonah as well. That's a lot of gems underground. Oh my god. They just increased the price of diamond by 200%, guys. But we are also going to see the bottom 4 go down. This is absolutely good value for Resurgence. This is more than whatever they could have bargained for, because in the first set of Web Weaver phase, you want to make sure that you take down the front structures. That's the minimum. They got a lot more than that. They got both front structures down on top as well as mid lane. They got the entire bottom lane fort decimated. And a second Web Weaver wave coming in right here. POB is completely in control right now. They don't have, as in they're completely controlled by RSG right now. They don't even have heroics. Zazen very close. Gravity Lab's not connecting, unfortunately. Zappy spots out Jerming. Fleet goes in. Zazen dropping a lot of HP. Nice heals coming out from Morales. La La Land with 33 gems. Jerming tries to catch Zappy. Does not get it. Blue Web Weavers descending once again. I like to point out that both of these teams, they did meet each other in the Nexus Championship. It was the second, third place match in the lower bracket finals. Both games. Okay, let's hold. We got Jerming dropping a lot of HP. Meanwhile, also going to see the drop ship coming in. But there goes the Void Prison. That's going to lock everybody in place. Also going to see the Devouring Maw. A bit of a nice questionable push there, but Anthony seems going to be okay. And the Web Weaver's also going to take down the fort in the mid lane. POB still stays alive somehow. Nice one-man stun on the Rainer. Blizzard connecting a little bit of damage on both. The damage dealers on the side of POB. Bottom Web Weaver going to push the bottom lane even more. Probably going to lose the gate as well as towers there. Top lane, Fort dropping a lot of HP as well. But they're going to be okay. Level 10 against level 12. Finally going to get some heroics here for POB. They're going to man up right now. We see the Hyperion Phoenix, Blizzard Shield, as well as Drop Ship, and the Medivac actually, as well as the Sanctification. Yeah, there we go. And on the side of RSG, it is going to be Avatar, as well as Water Elemental, Void Prison, 7-sided strike, Devouring Maw. Like I said, man, guys, if it is 7-sided strike, I'm going to be so happy. Generally, would be expecting the Divine Palm, but it seems like RSG is very, very confident in the healing potential with just the basic talent. So we're just talking about the Echo of Heaven, the Protective Shield, and Transcendence. That doesn't heal up enough. We've seen a total of 74,000 heals up with healing Ward, but that is not enough. Again, La La Land turns in enough. Capricorn dropping a bit of HP. Blizzard connecting on multiple targets. Meanwhile, La La Land goes in for a bit of a possible takedown against the front line. Not going to get it off though. There goes the 7-sided strike. Awesome turnaround. The heals are not in place, but the Sanctification gets dropped. Muradin takes the fall, getting blown apart. Jerming dropping very low. A trophy does not have those creep to give chase, but the investor drop is going to come out. Maybe the Roach going to do some damage, but there goes the shield glare. Perfectly played as well. And it seems like POB will be able to tear apart RSG. Resurgence getting blown apart. Zagara goes down. That is a total of 3 men out on that part, but Johanna will also take the fall. Great plays there by Zappy. You want to be very careful. No Gravity Lab. Zazen dropping a lot of HP, but the Phoenix is going to be okay. There goes the Void Prison. A lot of heals from Morales, already keeping the Kel'Thas alive. Anthony Scene does not have mana. Should just pull back. The Web Weavers are already coming out. They should be focusing on that part. But I don't think they're going to get any value at all. Maybe the front structures for the mid lane. Yes, they got that. Top lane, probably also going to lose the tower there. But nothing more than that. Don't think they're going to lose the healing well. We got a replay ready. Zappy, he is so close to dying right there, but he's going to be okay. So we got a replay right here. Look at that. Unfortunately, Singularity Spike did not land in time. La La Land managed to turn it in. And like to point out at this point in time to Rainer's positioning, you can see that he was peeling off the Water Elemental off the healer. That's very important. Frontline in a lot of trouble, not enough heals coming in. And the Medivac, I have no idea what is this dropship. You are looking at an absolutely confusing play. You're so close, but anyway. Maybe just making sure the rest of the teammates stay alive. Jumping, fantastic play. But Zappy gave chase. Zappy went in, and there we go. The blink, picking of Johanna. We did not catch it on camera, but I think it's kind of justifiable to know what actually happened there. And there we go. So in terms of talent options, RSG one talent up, no, one level up. Not one talent up, but we also see that Icy Veins, my favorite Icy Veins, into what looks like the crossbow machine gun build. La La Land, the ex-captain, and a lot of trouble. Zappy goes and punishes him hard. 26 gems on the ground. There is nothing La La Land could have done in that instance. The rest of the team pushing the bottom lane. And as you can see, this is still the feeding phase for La La Land as well as POB. The rest of the team's clearly right there. And okay, Kel'Thas already putting back home. Medivac coming in. Not going to play aggressively, not going to come from the back line, actually not even going to the top lane, just going to the mid lane right there. Keep is still fine. Keep is still fine. Web Weavers didn't do anything. The rest of the heroes on the side of the red team, they just took apart the bottom fort. Void Prison does connect. German's going to be okay for now. Void Prison, maybe not so much. There goes the Blizzard. A lot of stack of damage coming in. And we also see Zazen swinging by some extra damage onto Zappy, the Zeratul. Damage has been done. Johanna will go down. One man down on the side of POB. 2 more levels for them before they get to level 16. 1.5 level lead for RSG. 10 kills against 6 at this stage. And let's talk about talents. We've got a bit of a time here. Mutalisk, Relentless into Assassin's Blade. So this basically does a lot more, a little bit more damage. And we also got the Icy Veins, Burning Rage in play. Brute Expansion, which is really important for the Mutalisk build, as well as maybe if you're going for Hunter Kill, it's also fine, but this is important to note. Numbing Blast for the root on the Cone of Pole. We also see the Stone Form at play. And the Circle of Life coming in here. For Zeratul, we also going to see the Stone Skin. And meanwhile, for POB, very standard stuff, standard damage Rainer with Revolution Overdrive, Giant Killer, as well as Chain Bomb coming up for the Kel'Thas. Budding Rage up for Johanna. We also see the Spell Shield for Morales. Last but not least, it is the Imposing Will. I would love to see Holy Ground for level 16. I think that's very important for Tyrael. But gotta be very careful as well. If it does go in like that, you have to be very careful with the Sanctification positioning. Right now, still one talent here down, and oh boy, here comes yet another set of scary-looking spiders for the blue team. Zazan doing whatever he can. Here comes the Web Weaver, probably going to reach the top lane first. But 14 minutes in, and we're looking at RSG in a really good spot. They have the talent here up. They have the Web Weavers up. They're probably going to be able to take apart this keep here. If played correctly, just going to play very safe. What can go wrong? I mean, there is that Chain Bomb to worry about, but that's the only thing. Rainer is going to do a lot of damage to the front line. Phoenix coming to buy some time. Hyperion as well. This is going to be it if they can survive. If the Web Weaver survives this phase, take the fall, but there's also distraction in the mid lane. Maybe just the front structures. POV safely defends the top keep. Goes back to the mid lane. Gate's going to take the fall. We also will lose the tower here. And Smite not going to do a lot of damage there. CW dropping a lot of HP. They got a lot of disengage, a lot of crowd control for RSG. We're talking about the Devouring Maw as well as Void Prison. I will not be too worried about taking damage if I'm RSG right now. Bottom Web Weaver still up and counting and still going strong. When they clear this wave, they will be level 16. Jumping, gonna be okay. Singularity Spike did not connect. And they're already level 16. They can take the fight. Yes, it is not going to be Arcane Barrier for Zazan. He is not convinced that he requires extra HP. He will be going for Backdraft instead. And Bullseye for Rainer, but does not have double barrel, so that's only one stun. Giant Killer for really good damage in the front line. I think that's really necessary. And also we'll see the Imposing Presence for Johanna. For Morales, looks like it's going to be inoculation as well. Safeguard, initial damage reduction. It's going to become 50%. And again, squad the Bush Party. Happy birthday, Charming! You're in a lot of trouble right now. Void Prison connects on the back line, but there is no damage coming in. 7-star strike, not effective. A lot of damage against Rainer. Rainer does go down. The dropship being used to keep Morales safe. He's going to be okay. And Charming tried to go in, but getting denied. Zasan dropping apart as well. Will go down. 3 men down. 2 is left. Anthony Singh keeps La La Land alive. Zappy. We all know who they want. They want to get both of them. Can they do it? That's the question. Anthony Singh's going to be okay. Zeratul goes down. La La Land punishes that for the Zeratul for being too greedy. Morales will go down. La La Land still stays alive. Somehow Tanuki's going to have a really good time tearing apart this T-roll if he's given the opportunity to. Tanuki still giving chase. Meanwhile, top keep probably going to go down. You wish you have way of the 100 feet right now. You wish. You don't have it. Still going to mount up. The minions may be enough to do some damage. La La Land does not have enough. No shield yet, and he will go down. And that only prolonged that death. Prolonged death is very, very bad for the team. It's a 5-man team one, guys. But at the end of the day, that's going to be uneven spawn time. So what that means is that they lost the top keep as well as an extra 25 seconds before Tiro rejoins the team. 15 against 7. Looking at the boss here, this is going to go directly straight to the core. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. Go straight to jail. No, they are actually not going to channel this one up. Okay. Very smart play. I just wish that Morales had a dropship. Just go in here, drop the package. But, okay, not going to happen. Boss is going to get picked up. Well, some pings to go down. Bruiser Cam going towards the red team. And not level 20 yet. But so far, if you talk strategy, they got way too much disengage mechanics. They wasted a lot of crowd control right there, but they still want to fight. Because Jaina, look at that. You got Icy Veins, you got Blizzard, and those really, really big cooldowns. As well as Ice Lands coming in. So it's really important as well. All that thought. We are looking at Phoenix coming out. Gravity Left are connecting. 4-man. Void Prison and also Jumping dropping a lot of HP that will go down. The Varmor does not connect. Again, the Medivac getting thrown out. Somehow also going to lose Mr. Deja Vu. Zasan goes down as well. And this is not going to be the salvation that POB needs. They're also going to lose Morales. La La Land, the only man alive right now. We have the red team core going now. POB will drop. And RSG wins game number 1 in a very dominating fashion. What a play. What a play by Resurgence. They made it really, really far. It's out of expectation compared to the game that they played at the Nexus Championship. That was really close. This one here, not so much. We're going to replay. We're going to pull that out. Just like to point out, I did state that it is actually 62k tank for Muradin. A lot of damage getting tanked up, but the most damage did come from Zaz. And this is an awesome Void Prison. Charming unfortunately couldn't make it to the back line. That positioning is so good. Devouring Maw boxed out La La Land. He went to join the Medivac. But the rest of them already in a lot of trouble. CW in the front line doing a lot of work. Just really the fact that one Muradin could do so much in the front line. We're talking about crowd control, and that's where RSG clearly had the upper hand compared against POB. Is it a draft problem? Would say that yes and no. There is... I kind of feel it's more of like the communication breakdown within the team. Clearly the sanctification was not being used to maximum potency right there. Should have been used to cover the backline as much as possible. Was almost never popped when Void Prison was was being used. It's important to note that they kind of stacked up Void Prison and Devouring Maw so well that you don't have the space. Normally, Tyrell's a great counter against Zeratul. Why? Void Prison lands, doesn't matter, as long as Tyrell is not inside the Void Prison. Throws out the Eldruin's Might, pots in, and then you use Sanctification, everybody's safe. The problem here is that Tyrell's 99% always in the Devouring Maw somehow, and the timing between releasing the Void Prison and connecting the Devouring Maw, he only was a whiff once. And that once, still damage has been done. Why? Blizzard did connect, and you also have the 7-sided strike getting played. It's generally just an AoE power play by RSG. Nothing much to it compared to what we saw in the first match today. So game 1 going to RSG. We're also going for a very short break. We'll be back with game number 2. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. RSG POB game 2 coming right up. This is Babel. Sit tight, stay tuned. See you guys soon. Resurgence. Nice Mighty Gust. No follow-up. German goes in, gets punished, overextends, will go down to multiple damages coming as well. And there goes a nice Divine Shield, making sure Sylvanas is going to be okay. The Mosh Pit connecting, but will not be enough. The fort in the mid lane will go down.